Hey peeps, so I wanted to share with you my latest junk journal that I completed. I hope this background is not too distracting. I just realized it. So I am pretty happy about the way it came out, except for one little thing that I just noticed. And I'm really upset about it, but I don't think there's anything I can do about it. But I'll point it out in a minute. So the cover is made of this burlap that was in a paper pad. I think it's called Vintage Country. And I think it was a Recollections paper pad from a way back. And all I had left was all the sheets of burlap. And I never really knew what to do with it because I thought that it would probably fray if I tried to make a cover with it. But I made this cover days ago just to see if it would fray. And it didn't fray. It didn't fray. I think it's because it has this, this is the scrap piece I have left over. And I think it's because it has this on the bottom of it that it doesn't fray like regular burlap. So I'm very happy with it. Like I said, I covered it with it's a file folder, and I covered it with that burlap paper, I'm gonna call it. And then I have some lace, but underneath the lace is some muslin, and there's the back. So what upset me was I was sitting my little journal over there to dry, and I noticed that I don't know what this black smear is because I didn't put any glue over the title, so I'm not sure where that even came from. And it's underneath because I don't think I can get it off. And I'm afraid to try to rip it off because I thought about that. Because it's glued on with E6000 and it might just totally mess up the whole journal. So I'm a little bummed about that. I'm a little bummed. But anyway, this is a book plate. And I kind of roughed it up a little bit with some sandpaper just to give it that vintage look. Did I say it's a vintage botanical? I don't even know if I said that, you guys. I'm sorry. I have some eyelets here and a safety pin that I alcohol inked, and I just hung this little flower charm. We have some, oh boy, NYC Life, sorry, some coffee dyed seam binding here, and you know, it's just looped through like I like to do. And of course you could take that off, but it's through the loop, so it'll stay put until you take it off. So here's the inside. So this paper collection, I don't remember the name of it. It's been in my scraps for a while now, and I used it, and I used some of the wood, that Woodworks Hot Buy paper pad. I used a couple of sheets from there. And then some printables from all different places. Pixby, Graphic Fairy, some other ones that I don't remember right now. But I wish I had like some vintage, like botanical book pages, but I didn't have any. So there's a pocket here, and there is a printable here. And all of them are backed with coffee dyed paper. And I inked everything with Vintage Photo. So there's a Tim Holtz die cut. And I did something that I don't know why I never do in my journals, because I love quotes. I collect quotes, but why I never thought to. And I made a journal complete with quotes for a former coworker when she was battling breast cancer. I made like an inspirational junk journal quote book. Well, journal, not junk journal, journal. So I don't know why I never thought to add quotes in my journals. Wasn't until I was watching, and I can't remember her name at the top of my head. I was watching her video. You guys probably know. And she had a bunch of little quotes in her journals and in envelopes, and it was so, I'm like, duh, why don't I ever do that? But anyway, I just added a few. I didn't go crazy. I could have, but I was like, you might want to add your own quotes. So I added a little die cut here, another little printable. I think this one's from Graphic Fairy. And then I have a quote here. It says, "To walk in nature is to witness 1,000 miracles." Is that wood grain paper that has like a texture so you can actually feel it. Of course, I have some Tsunami Rose paper in here. This is just a printable from Peeps that I printed for the first time on my coffee dye paper. I put it in my printer. It did not like it, but it did okay. There's another printable here. Tsunami Rose, beautiful paper. It has birds and music sheets and flowers and bees. So I was like, okay, it needs to go in here too. There's my stenciling. This is Dollar Tree stencil here. Let me see if you guys could see it better if I point it towards the light. So it comes out pretty good. Just don't use it on the sticky side because that adhesive on there is no joke. So for the scraps of this paper, I use my On the Edge die by Tim Holtz. And then I added a quote here. I used my little leaf trim and some flowers and enamel dots. I like this page. Okay. I did some stenciling, a doily. Oh my goodness, with the horns. I made a tuck spot here and I did some of my little crazy stitching around it. I added this burlap. Oh my God. Burlap flower with an enamel dot in the middle, and then this cute little bird image. And here's another one of my Dollar Tree stencils here. I would do this over, but if it's not this noise, it's going to be some other noise. That's just my life. Here's some of the music sheets that I printed over. Some more Tsunami Rose paper. So beautiful. Butterflies and just so pretty. I have a, oh my God, brown paper bag that I use my old school scissors on. And inside is just a couple of little, well, a few little places that you can journal. All my different little journals that I use my die cuts with. So you can journal, you know, extra places to journal in here. Okay, I'm going to put that back later. I'm not going to fight with it. There's some more stenciling here. Here's another one of the pages that I use, the On the Edge die. Another printable. Tsunami Rose. It's another printable here. Oh, I don't think I said, but on the white side I sprayed some coffee dye paper, and it actually was the coffee dye, not coffee dye. It's actually the coffee that I have the shimmer in, which I didn't even realize it until I sprayed it. So I don't know if the camera's probably not going to pick it up, but all the sides have a, the white sides have a shimmer to it. Oh my goodness. That is ridiculous. Here's some more stenciling. I put some butterflies on the string here. I made a pocket. This is some scraps from, I think it was Webster's Pages, and I just thought it was so pretty. So I just added it here, made a pocket, added a little trim here, and I have a, just a bird. I have it paper clipped because this pocket is kind of deep, and I didn't want it to get lost inside the pocket, so I put the clip on top. And then I have this printable of these mushrooms. because there's mushrooms in here as well. Tsunami Rose. Some of my stencils. This is probably my favorite stencil. And I bet you they're blowing for no reason. That is, you know, New York for you. Some more of my stencil. There's another burlap flower with an enamel dot. Here's another quote. And it says, "Joy in looking and comprehending is nature's most beautiful gift." And that's by Albert Einstein. Did I read all the quotes, you guys? I don't even know if I did. And then it's just a sticker that says nature. Here's the other side of the bag. I just put this big butterfly on it, and it just has a printable tucked in, like a little tuck spot. And Tsunami Rose. The other side of the music sheet. Here's the other side of the coffee dyed paper. Doily. There's another flower. I believe I left this open for a tuck spot. Let's see. Okay, that is not. That is too thin. Yeah, I left it open. A little bit. So this says, "Just living is not enough. One must have sunshine, freedom, and a little flower." It's so cute. And here's another half page with the on the edge die. Some more stenciling. Tsunami Rose. Here's the other half of that scrap paper. I did, again, my little messy stitching and added a flower here. This is so pretty. And this is all I had left. So I thought you could use it for journaling. So as you could see some of the coffee here. There's this printable from Peeps, I believe. It's a little bird. The other side of that wood. And then here is another pocket. Another pocket. So that is it, you guys. That is my botanical journal. I hope you like it. I hope this doesn't bother you as much as it's bothering me. I'm just so bummed about it. I just don't understand how it happened. And it's really annoying me. I swear, if I can rip this off, oh, it's really on there too. If I could rip it off and do it all over again, I would. But I think it will totally rip the whole thing, because that E6000 is no joke. So anyway, I hope you like it, and it will be listed in my Etsy by the end of the day today. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know what you think, and have a great day. Bye, guys.